birds, my name is GlibWings, and welcome to my new series on Soul Calibur II. And I'm actually just gonna do that. There we go. So, anyway, hey birds, my name is GlibWings, and welcome to my new series, or my series on Soul Calibur II. Now, I'm gonna be playing Soul Calibur II and Soul Calibur III from 2 more LPs. Now, I said in Mega Man X7 that that would be probably my last console Let's Play. But I realized I have a lot more console games that I want to actually showcase and play on my channel. So I actually have like a handful more of games or Let's Plays that I'll be doing upcoming in the future here, because I realized I actually have more. So anyway, yeah, like I said, welcome to my series on Soul Calibur 2. This game in particular is a game that, or just a series. The Soul Calibur series as a whole is a series that I hold near and dear to my heart. This is a series that I grew up with, another side battler. Interesting enough, like it's got like really interesting lore. The other thing I find about it is that it's really slow paced compared to something like Dragon Ball Z that is really fast paced. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I like the slow pacedness of this game. Other times I don't. You know, sometimes it's like when in doubt spam, other times it's like just knowing when to attack and knowing when not to attack. But anyway, this is very much a showcase. I'm not actually going to be like doing the campaign of this game or anything like that. This is just very much a showcase of this game. Same with Soul Calibur 3. Soul Calibur 3 is going to be very much a showcase where both games I'll be playing on arcade mode. So each battle will just be from the start of the arcade mode to finish. And yeah, in Soul Calibur 3 it's going to be a bit different because sometimes I struggle with some of the matchups that I get. So like I said, it'll be showcase. It's not really something I plan to just like complete 100% for each thing. It's just really just a showcase. Like that's what these Let's Plays are. So anyway, let's get into this. So first character, we will be playing, I don't know. Let's play, let me think here. Where is he? There he is. Raphael. We're gonna be playing Raphael. How boring. I agree.
Her shadow moves with stealth and disappears into darkness.
Darkness.
Well then, let us dance.
I agree. Let's dance.
I'm through with words.
Okay.
One, fight.
Alright, so let's go ahead and take out the Taki. Yeah. Soul Calibur 2, I actually don't have too hard of a time, actually, with the matchups. In fact, I can actually get through each matchup just fine, so, yeah. I don't find it too difficult. So anyway. Battle 2. But yeah, biggest difference with matchups is that they're just less longer in Soul Calibur 2 compared to 3. Like, I know it's just one more battle in 3, but still. It's just gonna be all how boring. How rude. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's see if I can... Oh, okay, never mind. I'll just cancel my flame move like that. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, I don't know. In Soul Calibur 2, I just find the computers just to be really easy and just simple to beat. Like, I just don't find them all that hard. At all. Then again, I have had years of experience with the Soul Calibur games and the DBZ games, so I have a good concept of what I'm doing here. It's just more just the fact that, like, I don't know. Like, I find that as time progresses in Soul Calibur 3 with your matchups, they just get harder and harder. Whereas with this, it's like walking along a beach where just the whole thing is shallow and it just doesn't get any deeper, or in this case, more difficult. So just each battle just feels pretty level as we speak. But I guess a ground rule for when I'm playing Soul Calibur, unless I'm actually playing through a campaign mode, sort of a ground rule is if I get too stuck on a matchup, I'll probably just like stop the video there, or just like stop the episode there, or cut the episode there. Like especially like if I have a good length or a good amount of tries on a guy. It's just because like I said, it's a showcase, right? So like it's not meant to be like, this series is really a series where it's like, you know, it's not really meant to be like, it's not really a completion series. It's more, like I said, it's a showcase. So yeah. Anyway, clap of death. Eh. I got a perfect. Getting a perfect in this game I actually find to be a lot easier than compared to Soul Calibur 3. I guess just a fair heads up, Soul Calibur 3 is actually the game that I spent years playing. This game I've only spent like some time playing. Like I'm more new to this game than I am Soul Calibur 3. Like I've been playing Soul Calibur 3. Oh crap. Clap of death. Like, I've been playing Soul Calibur 3 for years, ever since I was a kid, so I have tons of experience as we speak. So, that's one thing that's good. As expected? Okay. They're all how boring. Eh, oh crap. Oh, not paying attention. Yeah. No, crap. Please, no. That was a guard break. Oh, crap. No, no, don't bounce me. There we go. Get my spam on. I really want to use my flame move. Interesting enough. Well, I guess two things. I've actually spent, like, more years on the later games than I have with the earlier games. Like, the earliest I've really spent many years with was Soul Calibur 3. Soul Calibur 4 I've actually spent a few years on alone as well. Interesting enough, so that's pretty good. Oof. There we go. But yeah, I find in Soul Calibur 3, it's actually way easier to use your flame move. Like almost to a point where it's spammable with Raphael. And in Soul Calibur 4, it is spammable. Like it's just so simple to use.
Beware of the evil blade's powers.
Okay, I'll be aware of that. Or beware of that. Not be aware. Be aware. Underwear. I don't know. Oh crap. Oh. Nope, stop. No, please. No. Dang it, dude. No, I don't want to lose. Yeah. Also, interesting enough, this character is called Charade. Now, one thing I want to point out, some people like to call Charade, like if I had to guess, like, well, I actually know some people are, you know, like, call him random. But, like, you know, like, some people like to call Charade random, right? Like, he's, like, you know, he's random weapons and just random, or, like, he picks, like, random classes. Oh, my goodness, dude. So, anyway, he likes to pick random classes for each battle. But, you know, interesting enough, like, the thing about Charade is that he's really not random. That's not really what I classify him as. I just classify him like master of all weapons, I guess, or just master of all classes. Like, he's so good at every class that he can basically yeah, like I said, he's master of all classes. That's kind of how I look at Charade. Like, I look at him as like a master. I don't really look at him as like a random, I guess. He's kind of like unique in that sense. But the other thing I was going to point out about Charade is just the fact that, like, he's very similar to another character that I won't reveal now. I guess I could reveal the name. His name is Okadan. He's very similar to Okadan because Okadan is classified as a master in Soul Calibur 3. So, there's that.
Versus Yoshimitsu.
Yoshimitsu.
How boring.
And it's gonna be boring.
Battle
Oof, how long are these? Oh boy, okay, okay. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, Yoshimitsu is quite the character. He's very very full of tricks. Very full of surprises, I guess. He's got a helicopter blade, or he treats his blade as a helicopter, and you know, just stuff. Oh boy. Okay. Oh no, please. You suck.
Battle 2. Fight.
Yeah, another thing I've realized about Soul Calibur, or just like the series of Soul Calibur in general, it's kind of a tradition where you really don't want to get too fancy sometimes, especially if you're playing against, well, I guess only when you're playing against AIs, because when you're playing against other people, well, like, yeah, you're don't spam when you're playing against other people, but do sort of like get the battle over with. But what I was gonna mention with Yoshi, or just the Soul Calibur series in general, is when you're fighting an AI and you're fighting a really hard AI, like, I know sometimes it feels like, you know, stooping to the level of spam is a dumb idea, or just like unhonorable, but you know what, dude, screw honor when it comes to fighting against really hard AIs, because if you only feel like you're too good for spam and you only ever try to do really fancy moves, it's going to be really hard to land a lot of them, and a lot of times you're just going to end up like being blocked, countered, or just miss in general, and just get punished by the AI. So I guess my message is, when you're fighting really hard AIs, don't be too good for spam, because like realistically, like sometimes that's just the way to go.
You're too weak for that. Aren't you? You conceited, wretched human.
Goodness, that voice for
Battle 1.
Nightmare. Now, I have a theory about Nightmare, and it has something to do kind of with the character models. But my theory, even though it probably is not true and doesn't really match the lore at all, my theory, and what I want to be true almost about this game, is that Nightmare was once Siegfried. So Siegfried is just the human version of what Nightmare was before Siegfried became Nightmare. It's kind of like the whole Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader transformation. That's just kind of my theory about this game. Or just like one of the biggest theories that I have. I know it's not true per se, at least from what I've heard. It's just, it just fits, that's all. It just feels fitting.
Battle 1. Fight.
Also, another thing to know about this game is very much knowing when to attack and when not to attack. It's knowing when it's basically knowing when to give up your forwardness and just resort to blocking and countering. But it's also knowing when to be forward and when a good time is to attack. But this game is really just all about timing. Dragon Ball Z, totally different story. It's all about knowing, like, really, it's all about being forward and just timing your moves right. You can be forward all you want and hit every one. It's just timing your moves a little bit. But for the most part, you can be forward and pretty much get away with all your moves. I really feel like in that game there's some invincibility frames, but, you know, that's obviously just a guess. Crap. No, please. No, stop. No. Yeah. I would say, like, each fight is only, like, 10 or 20 minutes, per se. Yeah, goodbye. Yeah, like just letting them finish their last legs of attack. So like if it's a chain reaction attack where like they chain up a bunch of stuff and it's all within the combo, just let them finish their animation and then attack afterwards. Like really don't unblock unless you absolutely have to. Or unless like it's a good time to do it. It's just not worth it. You'll just get punished.
But I will not.
Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Last stage. Which of course is a transformation of a different stage, or of the same stage, but just a more hellish version of this stage. Now, this next guy, so Inferno is one, very hard to unlock, and number two, the other thing about Inferno is he is another master of all weapons, which other people might consider him to be random, but again, this is another character that I consider to be the master of all weapons. The other thing I was gonna say about Inferno, well, one is it's just a you just have to win once with this battle, and this battle is in each sort of campaign. But the other thing I wanted to say is Inferno is the one character with a unique special move. Everybody else is just kind of like following their class. Or I guess he's the one character that's like master of all weapons with his own special move. So that's pretty cool. Also, he's kind of hard to kill because I mean, he is the final boss after all. And that's all. That's all, folks. And boom.
So this is Soul Edge.
Yeah, I guess it is Soul Edge. Oh man, the early animations though. Raphael, now the true nature of the sword, said to drive men insane. Alrighty. But yeah, and then it just gives a little bit of lore. Whether it's canon or not is up for debate, I guess. Or just, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. To be honest, I really don't know. But yeah. Game over. That is something that is supposed to be said when you lose, not when you win. They should really change that. Or they should have changed it when they were developing. I know game over is like, it's game over, but usually it holds a negative connotation. Usually. Anyway. So anyway, guys, that's been the episode, the first episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I know I was kind of rambling a bit at the beginning to sort of like get out the way what I wanted to say. And I guess this was kind of like me just like rambling on through the episode, but I kind of like doing that anyway. It's just kind of like what I like to do for these long Let's Plays. So anyway, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. And as always, birds, if you like the video, hit it like a window, play hard, take flight, GlibWings out.
Racist.
Equality.
Perspective.